Right, we go live and we'll just people. Maybe for half an hour. Oh, that thing, I just wish I knew how to work this as well, so I get back to its normal. Right. The thing is with this one, is the alarm keeps going off, so yes, I'm using it in the oven.
Right.
Bye, have a good day. Let's sound like lots and lots of doors. Good morning. My name is Kate Wright, and I am founder of Poi Passion Circus and Fire Arts. We are a Worthing-based circus, and whilst lockdown is on, I'm here to offer free circus skills, mainly Poi, that's what I love, slackline, high wire, really love that, and yoga meditation. So I am now live on Zoom. If anybody is watching this morning's class, you're welcome to come over onto Zoom and I'll let you into the classroom. It's really nice to be able to see the kids whilst they're Poi, and this way I can correct people if need be. If you are suddenly going, oh, I want to do Poi, and you haven't got any, you can get some long socks. These aren't long socks, but you can get some long socks. Put some rice in the bag, tie the bag up, and slide them inside the sock. And this is your easy to make at home Poi. Like I said, I am on Zoom, so if you want to come in, please go on to the page Poi Passion Circus and Fire Arts, and you'll be able to log in through my menu that tells you this week's lineup. Tonight we also have Beginners Foundation Flow. So that's really good fun, and again on Zoom and Facebook, and also we have Thursday's class as well, and we also have Monday's class. So to anyone who's just like watching, we're about to start the Kids Poi session. It's 30 minutes long. Don't worry if you can't do it. There's plenty of time to practice in the week. We just meet back again in lockdown. If you do want to join me on Zoom, I'd love to see people. Lacking that. Last night I had 9 in my Zoom class. It was really cool. So let's do some Poi. I'm going to just turn the music. Like I said, my name's Kira. Poi Passion Worthing's Circus community. It's still alive and running. Soul never died. Okay, warming up, holding your poi. I'm holding my poi between my fingers because I've got little knots in mine. It might be you want to do this. Hello, gorgeous people. I can't see who's on today, but please come over to Zoom. The link's on my page. I'll let you in. It'd be really nice to be with you. Hi, Lauren. Even if you just want to sit in on Zoom and watch, hi, Jane. Feel free just to come and watch. We've had a few people just eating cake on Zoom. This is Kids Poi this morning, so if you think, oh my God, this is quite boring, don't panic, this is for kiddies. Okay, so why do we Poi? Coordination, focus, concentration, brain gym exercising, and generally just firing up the system and getting everything working. Mind, body, and soul. I work with spirituality in Poi, and I love. So join me on Zoom, go onto my Facebook page. I will keep repeating this because it's so good to actually get to see some people. Jane, if you just want to come and sit in and watch, please. Gather. So this is also part of our foundation course for adults as well, because the same learning will apply to both. Roll it up to the shoulders, making sure the Poi hasn't come inwards. Shoulders, shoulders. Keep it spinning. So turn my music down a little bit. That's very nice for 10 o'clock. It's the ride going. Native American, Celtic. And shoulders. Go back a bit. It's my mattress, my bed behind, and lower. Scarecrow. Take a nice deep breath and gather. Shoulders. So no panic, no rush. And back out to scarecrow. And gather. And up to shoulders. Also today, there's a cool Zoom meeting for jugglers. I work in, let's say, CIC with Sweet Circus in Eastbourne. Gorgeous CIC company. Really good to see they've come in as Circus scene went out. So yeah, 12 o'clock, if you go to Sweet Circus, you'll see their Zoom link. And you can join in beginners juggling. Can't wait to do that. Although I can juggle, I'm well up for beginners. Okay, so let's do something a bit cool here. Let's see if we can kneel down. Depending on your age, can you kneel down with your Poi? Great. From kids out to scarecrow. And gather. So as we do this, we're breathing. Breathing in. Breathing out. Gather. And up. So we don't need to go too high up. Down and out. So this is the 30 minutes Kid Poi. I love it, Kids Poi. It's a lot of fun. Alternate. So this is our marching beat. This reminds me of the bass line of the track. One, one, one. And this is our alternate. It reminds me of marching. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alternate, 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 alternate. Excellent. Out to a shimmy. Lengthen through the arms. You can stop the legs. That's not working. You just check the alignment of the poi. And gather. Am I like the new EastEnders, Jade? Like you can just tune in and see the poi drama. And up to shoulders. Alternate, alternate. And lower. Out to a shimmy. So if you're a bit more advanced or a bit more, as you like, intermediate, you can sort of get the body into it. So we'll be doing this a bit more tonight, gather. Excellent, up to shoulders. And back down. So important we get the foundation and the lines of the movements, otherwise it's a bit sort of scatty poi. Love a bit of scatty poi as well. Out to the shimmy. Gather. Shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just seeing if we can keep it here. I don't know if Liz is with me this morning or Michael. We have that on. Saying hello. Also want to say for yesterday, Happy World Circus Day. It was yesterday, and yeah, we're hoping to do a cool fire show this weekend in our private gardens. You want to see. Okay, back to your backs again. Scarecrow, gather. Nice little movements coming in here. Out. So if you have just joined, everyone can say this at home, you have joined the Kids Poi. Excellent. Gather. Okay, so it's a little bit of a warm-up to me. I'm going to turn at an angle. So what we're going to do is open the poise, gather them back in, swoosh them under our legs, hook them into backwards. I'll do this again in a second. Wrap them around the back of our legs. So we're going to have to open out into like crabby legs. And then come back into forwards. They're going to go under the body, over the head, but without smacking ourselves too hard. So you can see I'm putting a slight arch in the back, so they can forward my glutes, and then back into forwards. So it will look like this. And don't worry too much about patterning. It's not a rehearsal or anything. So spin, out to scarecrow, gather back in, under the legs, whoosh, sounding this as well, into backwards, wrap around the back of the legs, bring them back into forward, under the legs, off the glutes, and then back into forwards. So, are we ready to do that all together? Janice and Jade, are you ready to do the whooshing? Let's go. So forwards, we're going to do 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's all. We're counting out to scarecrow. With Dead Can Dance playing in the background. Gather under the legs, whoosh, into backwards, wrap them. We're going to pick the legs, wrap them, into forwards, under the legs, over the head, under the legs, into backwards. So you can see that it becomes one movement. Oh, I wanted to put across it. Under, backwards, under, over. And again, under, wrap, under, over, forwards. Gorgeous. And under, wrap, under, as you like. So the idea is just making this connection with the body. And what this is going to train us to do is to take the flinches out, because our body has a natural reaction to maybe fear or danger. So by making a contact with the poi, it means I'm not quite as much in fear as getting hit. And that's what I got taught in part of my training, was to get myself a poi. Of course, you don't hit yourself too hard, but this is hopefully going to remove any physical and mental reactions to fear eventually. Okay, so that's it. Get go. Gather. Under, behind, back down the legs, under the legs, over the head, under, back. And also trying to keep the body very still so this can happen. And the nice thing with this is when we go to alternating, you can do the same, but with an alternating beat. So for example, I'm going to come out to a shimmy, I'm going to gather, I'm going to alternate under the legs, into backwards, alternate around the legs, alternating back into forwards, alternate under, alternate over, alternate under, alternate backwards, and back into your hips. Please let me know how that's going on the other end of the screen. So let's do that again, alternation now to a shimmy, gather, alternate under the legs, wham wham, into backwards, alternate round the back of the legs, zoom zoom, into forward, alternate under, alternate over, alternate under, alternate round, bring it back in. Cool. So let's do that again, one more time. Take a deep breath, gather yourself. Ooh. Out to a shimmy. Now don't worry if it's a bit scatty at the moment, please generally can be a bit scatty. Under, into backwards, wrap. Someone coming in on Zoom, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's our Janice. Alternate, so that was under, backwards. So yeah, if you do want to come in on Zoom, please do. It'd be lovely to see people. Wrap. Hi Janice. Under. Under. Wrap. Bring it back. So if you've just joined on Facebook, we're doing Kids Poi this morning for all ages, big kids, small kids, kids that haven't even been born yet. We are on Zoom, me and Jack's there now. If you just wanted to sit in and watch, it's actually really nice to see other people's houses and what life looks like for other people in a time of lockdown. Up over the head, wrapping. So hopefully this will become a gentle movement eventually. It might be a bit thrashy to start with. It's very hot this morning. That's it. Da, 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 da. And you can see mine's become quite light now. Okay, back onto your bouncing beat. We're going to do the same. So under, back, under, over, under, wrap, alternate, repeat. Shimmy, gather, wrap, sorry, under, wrap, under again, over the top of the head. Now, if you are using contact poi, this will probably be quite painful. I suggest you go on to a soft version, and that way you're not going to end up really bruised. Hi, beautiful Janice. Flower lady, we've got flowers in our hair. Okay, back onto bouncing, repeat. Under, wrap, under, over without smashing yourself, under, wrap, alternate. So alternating, nice, open it out, gather it back in. So it's going to wrap under the legs, so as it drops, it goes to the back of the legs, that's when you go, where are my legs? Under, over, under, wrap, back into same time. Keep that going. So hi to our 5 viewers. We are on Zoom. Come and join us. The links are on my page. Out to scarecrow, gather, under the legs, behind the legs, under the legs, over the head, under the legs, and wrap. Alternate. Open, gather. So it's going to stall, backwards, that's the right word. Wrap. Stall under the legs, over the head. Don't worry if you can't do it, it's quite a new trick. And wrap. Back into your bouncing beat. So one go on your own, just to have a go at that. So just take one go. So it's over. So it's either alternate at the same time. Yeah. The first place it goes is through the legs, either alternating or normal. This puts your poi into backwards. It's either alternating or normal. This, you're going to find your legs and try and wrap your poi. It's quite hard. And that will then set them back into forwards. Excellent. Then you're going to stall them under. Stall them over the head and then stall them back under. That brings you back to your starting point. So just one go on your own before we add in the last bit. I'll do one more with Janice because she's on Zoom. Actually doing another class for Janice later today. She works for loneliness in our community. Very beautiful, powerful lady. She does a lot for our community. And I'm going to be doing some chair poi later. So for people who are even older than us, are going to get to learn as well. So you'll be able to see that online, hopefully by the end of today.
Thank you.
So bouncing beat, long arms, gather, under, wrap, under, over, under, wrap. Bring them inwards. Beautiful. Generally just get caught in your hair. Alternate your poi. And again, stalling, wrapping, stalling, over the head, under, and then back to the poi. Excellent, Janice. Nice one. So it's a little bit hard because it's making the connection with the body. Okay, so last week we were looking at forward cross throughs. It's the baseline of our weave at Poi Passion. We don't learn the weave until we've learned the forward cross through. What we find with this move is if you are a weaver, it's really hard to get you to stop weaving when we're teaching other moves. So we tend to leave this for as long as we can. So in a 6-week course, for example, you would learn this probably week 4 or 5. And that means you don't always weave. Okay, so forwards cross through we were looking at last week. I'm going to break it right down. If you are a child and you might just want to use one arm, you might just want to start to swoosh this poi from one hip to the other hip, one hip to the other hip, one hip to the other hip. So this is going to give you the motion. So keeping these planes nice and straight as well. So this plane on my hip is going towards the wall in front of me. I do it from this angle as well. Okay. So a lot of poi is about the planes being straight and not rushing in practice. Unless you woke up a poi this morning, then you can change hands. So I'm going to put my yellow poi in and do the same. Now this is my weaker hand, so it isn't always quite as friendly towards me. So my weaker hand's a little bit like my clown character. Who's cheeky? She, woman. She's cheeky. So again, just playing with swooping, and you'll be seeing a little bit of this on Janice's video later for the elderly, or again, at least keeping people who may be isolated on their own at the moment motivated. Excellent. It's a really important time to reach out to people and help people as much as we can. So yeah, it's a strange time. Excellent. Keep it going. Beautiful. Loving all the thumbs up over there. So how's this feeling? So again, you don't need to rush on until this feels nice, or at least not drastic. So I'm going to show you now with 2 and break it down. So what the move is going to do, I'm going to do it from a couple of different angles. So I'm going to forwards cross my right, it's my pink poi, under my left and come out. And then I'm going to take 8 spins on the side to make sure my planes are nice and straight. And then I'm going to work the same with my weaker hand, it's my yellow poi, and my light blue leg. I'm going to cross this under my right. So what you'll start to see is the forwards cross through, forwards hugging. Do it from this angle as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for example. If you know this move already, because you were doing it last week, you can make this continuous movement. Okay, here we go. Nice and continuous. Just if you find yourself going a bit drastic, just come back out, make some counts here. There's no rush, honest to God, there's no rush. Okay. So if you're struggling with that, let's cross our arms over. So imagine you're giving yourself a little hug. Okay. I'm going to step, I'm actually stepping in a little bit of a lunge here, and then I'm rocking the boys on the side of my hips to try and get them going on the side. So this should prevent you being sort of hit in the head, because often you'll get hit in the head. Boys are so lovely. They are when you make friends with them. And then you can come out, and again, stop your poi, cross these arms over, have a go with the other arm. It might be your weaker arm, you don't know. Check, you can see my left is slightly playing up there. Excellent. Uncross. So again, there's a few techniques there. You can cross the arm just to get used to this swing the poi and have a go here. You might want to see if you can roll these up and down. You can see my left want to misbehave. We still want to keep these planes nice and strong. And I can unwrap, take a shimmy out, take a scarecrow if need be, cross the opposite arm, and then see and feed. So even though this is kind of, this is a kiddies class, this will apply to the foundation anyway. This will apply to the foundation for adults. When your arms are burning, come out. Excellent. Shake it out and down. Shake it out and down. So now let's roll it up the sides a little bit. So as high as you want to go. What can sometimes happen when we go up in early days of poi is this poi can come inwards and start misbehaving. So it's for me, it would be my left. So it might be this is happening or this is happening. So just think about this being a building block or a foundation. So for example, I'm here. I'm going to push up a little bit further. Check my poi with your eyes. Hand-eye coordination. It's all in the sentence. Breathe. And then maybe push up a little bit more. Excellent. And then a little bit more. Until you've created a full arm extension, but with the shoulders low. What we don't want is the shoulders to come up with us. So keeping the shoulders down. Flying poi. Keeping the shoulders low. I'm really excited with all of this Zoom and Facebook. I know loads of people who have been out, or not been out, because I'm not allowed out, but been on eBay and ordered poi. So yeah, this week's classes are potentially really busy. Tonight's class, foundation again. People are free to join. Janice sat in class last week eating cake and ice cream. It was really nice to watch. Open this out. And goes up. Check these lines. Maybe start to push the arms out in front of you a little bit. So rather than having everything close to the chest, how does it feel? Extending the arms a little bit. Out to a scarecrow. Beautiful, Janice. Gather. Rolling up. Coming back. So let's jump in a forwards cross through. So we've been looking at this. So when you're ready, my pink is going under my yellow. My right under my left. Counts and counts on the side. And then do the opposite hand. So from here, the same. Hello.
Are you finished?
No, but you're coming in to do a bit of poi?
I'm not.
Do you want to come in and say hello to Janice?
Oh,
Come in. Come in and say hello. Okay, see you in a minute. So, theoretically, we can put this together a little bit like so. Cross one, cross two, roll it up, roll it down, Take it out to the side. I'll get them for you. Gather them in. Oh, yoga mats. Here we go. There's your plate. Don't worry about them. Come and clear the camera. Okay, excellent. Keep this going. You've done it already. Forwards, cross throughs. Open it out. Gather it back in. Roll it up a bit. You can come in and play if you want to do it, boy. Oh, please don't knock the mattress down, Oakley. It's going to crush mummy and get squished. Yeah. Oh, are you? Keep it crossing, so here's the flow. So really good for strengthening us. This is, conditioning. I call this body conditioning or muscle memory conditioning. So we're really conditioning the body to softly move through flows without any rigidness happening. Panic. So often you see sort of something like this. Just keep these arms calm. Calm arms. Excellent. Take this out to scarecrow. Gather this back in. Rolling this up. So on your own practice, just check the time, then I'll come into the camera to, oh, it goes so fast, it's mad. So we're just going to put this together. Hi, Alexandra, very dyslexic. We're going to put this together with the cross throughs as well. Yeah, let's do that. So, sorry, with the drops. We're going to come out to scarecrow, gather this back in, roll this up through the shoulders, roll this back down. Do one forwards cross through full, open out the legs, hop backwards. Go on, Janice. Wrap them, bring them back in. Under the legs, over the head, under the legs, and wrap. Start again. I'll do it from here, no rush. Poi is very much, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's a real hard skill to conquer, and it takes, I'm 20 years in and I'm still practicing. So here we go, out to scarecrow, gather back in, roll this up, come back down, forwards, cross through, open out the legs, drop, backwards, wrap, forwards, under, over, under, wrap, back into forward, so you can then repeat, open it out, gather it back in, roll this up, roll this down, forwards, under the legs, backwards, take a couple of spins here if you need them, there's no rush, wrap them, forwards, under the legs, over the head, under the legs, and wrap, bring them back in. One more, if you come into the cameras a bit. So, last few minutes, open it out, gather this back in, roll this up through your shoulders, roll this back down, forwards, cross through, take your time, under the legs, into backwards, take your time, wrap them through the legs, forwards, under, over, under, and wrap. Alternating point. Just open this out, gather this in, roll this up, roll it down, back to bouncing beat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and open 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and gather 2, rolling up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, forwards cross 1, forwards cross 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, last one, under, it's a good one, wrap when you're ready. So again, add in as many beats as you need. I'm obviously slightly faster because I've got a lot more experience. Sometimes I go too fast. Over the head, under, wrap them again and bring them back in. Absolutely gorgeous. Alternating point. Out to a shimmy. Gather back in. roll these up, roll these down, bouncing these. So again, it's not about the amount of moves you've got, it's about the flow that you have with those moves. Roll this up. So it might be you can do amazing stuff, but if it doesn't flow together, it's not quite the same, is it? Crossing through, under the legs, into backwards. Take as many spins as you need. Wrap them through the legs, bring them back. Excellent. Under the legs, over the head, into the legs, and wrap. See Janice there whacking the tail. Excellent. And then just stop your point. Okay, so just a little bit of fun again. So we're just going to do this with our arms. So really just extending the arms out. So we're lengthening through. So this is kind of my pointing out, my yoga and point. Using the torso a little bit. And then we're going to ask you just to stop your arms and do nothing. You can see here, I don't let anything happen in the arms. They're not to be controlled in any way. So they just stop. Same this way. So things like this are really great practice. So just lengthening through the arms and then just taking anything out of the arms. So you can see there's a lag in my point. Oh, dropped them. That's right. Do that one again. Nice lengthening. So this is going to be further down the line when you need long arms. And then just stop the arms and let the boy just do their thing. Okay. I've got to go so fast. There's a fair amount of practice there. Don't rush your practice. It takes a while. It's well worth the time and the energy to. I am a very, very dyslexic lady, and I don't actually have any GCSEs or anything, and I became a Poi instructor through the fact I worked really hard at my passion. I didn't let anybody stop me, and then I opened up a circus school for children. I've ran dance troupes and choreography, so I think what I'm trying to say is don't let things hold you back in life. If there's something you want, you believe it, go grab it. Because, yay, I'll turn you on in a minute, Janice. Oh, you are on. Don't let life hold us back, especially if we do have alternative needs. It's very misunderstood, a lot of these alternative needs. I think we are the future. Dyslexia, dyspraxia, autism, Asperger's. There's so much to be said for some of these alternative needs. And yeah, so tonight we'll be on at 7, myself and my husband, dance partner, beloved father of my child, Amrit UK, and we'll be doing our adults flow. Please, please, please come in Zoom. We have no issues if you just sit in Zoom and watch. Watching is learning. And yeah, it'd be really cool to see you guys later. If not, Thursday's intermediate flow. Saturday, we are doing a surprise flyer show at around 8 o'clock. I'll get some promotion out later in our safe space. So we're not working this year, we've got burning fire inside of us. Mondays is yoga on my Mind and Body page, Kate Wright. And yeah, Tuesdays is Kids Poi Flow. Blessings and love. Any feedback is welcome as long as it's positive. And if you do want to be critical, can you please do this in a private message so I can read it privately. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely Tuesday and your Poi practice is buzzing. And I'll see you next week. Namaste, gorgeous people. You're right, Janice.
Having a great time. Thank you.
Bless you. I'm going to switch this one off. I've got quite a lot of work to do today. I'll make your video in a bit. And I'll see you tonight in class. Cool. I'm going to get on with your video. Bye, beautiful. I love you. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. Oh, gorgeous.